Okay, so this is a masking fluid that I'm holding, and I'm using a stick to apply these little by little onto a canvas. And if you want to know why I'm using this, well, please watch till the end. I'll show you how everything comes together. So let us continue with the white color here on upper left corner of this canvas. This is an 8 by 10 inch gallery wrapped, and yellow paint around the white, as well as some orange, as you can see. I'm trying to create a sunset, kind of a fantasy abstract kind of in a way, and around this orange I'm adding some beige. So as soon as I started painting, that's my mistake number one with this one. I've added a little bit too much paint, as you can see, so you guys can learn from my mistake here. But I'm continuing on and just kind of making the most of it. Sometimes it doesn't always work out the best, but if I were to do it again, I would use a little bit of paint in the beginning to blend those paints together as thin as possible. Especially with this painting is kind of important because of the fact that I applied the masking fluid. I skipped a certain step here, as you can see, but I'm bringing this toothbrush, I can't say it now, to try to blend all these paints. And my main objective here is to make sure there's no lump as it dries up. It blends well. So again, that's why I thought, now that I look at this painting again, I would try to use as little paint as possible in the beginning. Again, I made a mistake of this pathway that I just created with the white paint. I probably should have used a little bit less paint again, but you guys can kind of learn from my mistakes here. And using a stencil brush, this is a Martha Stewart brand stencil brush. That's not what this was designed for, but I thought I would just kind of use it to blend in these paints together in a very harmonious way as possible. And this is going to be our pathway towards that sunset. And again, I'm bringing this X-Acto knife. It's been a day. It's been about 24 hours after I applied this fluid. So removing it, and then I ended up just kind of cutting it, as you can see right here, scraping it to make it more flat. So little quick preview. LED light that you see right here, which I'm going to be using later on to make this effect come alive. And here I am using the gray and black color here with the palette knife, tiny palette knife, to mix things together. You don't have to use the palette knife, you can use the brush if you like, but you do need to use a tiny sponge that you see here, because the canvas that I'm using, this gallery wrap canvas, is 8 inch by 10 inch, tiny one. I've always suggested for you guys, especially if you guys want to follow along and create this similar piece for your home, to start small. 8 inch by 10 inch is a very good, decent size. But here, with the help of time lapse, you can see the branches. I'm trying to leave some branches of the tree of the outline is basically what I'm trying to achieve here, covering up a little bit of that masking fluid area, and some areas are covered more compared to others, but I'm envisioning a light coming through this area later on, as I'll show you. I'm adding a little bit more water to the same color combination, black and gray, as a silhouette, but the reason I'm adding a little bit more water here with number one brush is that it flows smoothly. The branches I can create these branches and trunk a lot more easily to make it more natural looking. So here I am using a palette knife and adding that black and gray once again to suggest a little rock. I'm going for that a little abstract kind of easy kind of loose painting style versus trying to be really exact and detailed. That's not what I'm going for. So I just want the combination of that abstract kind of home decor, kind of loose painting kind of look and feel for this painting. And after I created that silhouette, I'm adding now a little bit of orange, yellow, and dark brown. orange, yellow, and dark brown to apply on top of the already dried this rock formation alongside the road to suggest the reflection, a little bit of light, that sunset orangish light reflecting off of the rocks is what I'm trying to convey visually. And it's just kind of eyeballing it here and there and putting a little bit of other colors, smaller rocks along the path, if you will, to make it more natural and visually more pleasing. So here I'm coming back to this tree once again, guys, and I thought I'd add a little bit more of a yellow as a highlight here and there. And we don't have to do this, but yeah, a little bit of a improving visual overall color of this light coming through is what I'm trying to accomplish here. And here we are, a little bit of a green color, primary green color, mixing it with gray to make it more neutral color, a little bit more home decor color is what I'm going for, and dabbing it into place, little time lapse. Be sure not to cover everything to the point where you don't see that black silhouette of the branches that we painted earlier. We want to suggest a little dimensional look, three-dimensional look, you know. Same formula, same playbook here. All the black areas I'm just kind of going through with my, just kind of eyeballing it and adding it here and there. And again, the abstract look, just kind of like a loose painting look, more of a home decor kind of a look and feel is what I'm going for, because after all, you do want to, you know, hang this on a wall, right? And whether it's your living room or kitchen or dorm room, whatever the case might be. And here I'm adding a little bit of a highlight, a little lime color, lime green. And also here, this is where the most of the light is going to shine through this tree. So I'm going to add a little bit of, not too much, a little bit of white, but a little bit of white to accentuate this. And here is the finished piece. As you can see, gallery wrap, 8x10, and a finished piece. And then just a minute, remember that LED light that I showed you? And there it is. It's the light is installed in the back of the canvas and is shining through. So if you like to see how I did this, you don't have to follow along, but if you want to see how I achieved this, be sure to watch till the end, and I'll show you as a bonus feature how I was able to install this LED light in the back of this canvas to create this light shining through the tree effect, which is pretty cool. So here it is as a bonus feature. Here is the LED light switch that I'm going to be installing, sticking it using a hot glue gun onto the side of the canvas. See, that's why I recommend using a gallery wrap, because it gives you a little, this real estate, nice little area to install this light switch if you like. And I marked all the masking tape, masking fluid area with the pencil, so I can kind of install this LED light over it. Make sure the light is not directly, you don't attach it onto this area on the canvas, but leave a little bit of space between the light and the canvas as you're installing this. And obviously the glue gun, you have to be more patient and allow it to dry. And basically you repeat the same process over. I'm going to be cutting the excess light off with the scissors, as you can see.